What's going on, everybody? You got the Raging Rob here. Sad news, whatever way you want to put it. Just found out that Barbara Bush has died at the age of 92 today. She was sick for some time. She was in the hospital for a little while. She died peacefully at her home in Texas. She is the former First Lady of the United States from 1988 to 1992. The wife of the first George Bush president, Senior George Bush, a combat veteran in World War II. He fought the Japanese. My grandpa fought the Japanese. My grandpa was actually stationed in the Philippines during World War II. That might be a reason why I have, interest in the Philippines. One of the reasons I have very high interest in the Philippines, and my girlfriend, she's Filipino. But anyway, Barbara Bush. A lot of people have mixed feelings about Barbara Bush or Barbara, however you pronounce her name, Bush, because her husband was part of the Illuminati cult, Satan worshippers, part of the Bilderbergs, maybe not the Bilderbergs, but the global elite, Illuminati plans for humanity. He did, as well as his son and few other people, the founder of FedEx, John Kerry, another politician, and a few others. They went to Yale University, and there at Yale University they had the cult called, how these colleges and universities have cults. Well, they had this cult there called the Skull and Bones, which I don't know if it's still around. It might be, but it was around back in the day. And basically what Skull and Bones did at Yale University, was it Harvard or Yale? I think it was Yale. I think it was Yale. Anyway, what they did was they took up these satanic rituals and satanic, just sick shit they did. And just look up, just do a search of Skull and Bones on YouTube. You'll see what I'm talking about. And they just did some sick, twisted shit. There was one person that went in there undercover. Now, a lot of what they did was concealed. George Bush, the second George Bush, President Jr., he was in an interview with somebody, and a reporter questioned him about it, and he was like, well, it's secret, we can't talk about it. They call it secret society is what they call it, But just kind of sick, sadistic shit that they did in these rituals in this fraternity, Skull and Bones at Yale University. And he was, George Bush Sr., he was involved. Now, I'm not sure if Barbara Bush was involved with it. I don't think she was involved with Skull and Bones. I'm saying I don't know if she was, she was married to a Satanist worshiper. No question, no doubt in my mind. This guy was a Satanist, no doubt in my mind. He also lied about somebody's. I got a friend messaging me. One of my Filipino friends is messaging me. Okay. Anyway, he lied about, he was in attendance at in Dallas, Texas, when John F. Kennedy was assassinated. What does that tell you? He was there in Dallas. And he lied about it and said, I wasn't there, but he was there. He was there along with the three trannies, or the three gay wads. Those three, what the hell are they? If you look up the JFK files, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm talking about Barbara Bush. I have mixed feelings about Barbara Bush, being that she was married to a Satan worshiper. I would say rest in peace, but honestly, I don't wish death on anybody. But it's up to God. That's between her and God where she's at right now. So I have really no comment on where she's at, heaven or hell. That's really up to God. I just hope that, like anybody that dies, I hope they know Jesus like I do. And I hope they, come to terms with Jesus Christ before you die. He is the only way to heaven. He is the way, the truth, to life. John chapter 3, verse 16. All right, look up John chapter 3, verse 16. Jesus is the only way to heaven. So you need to accept Jesus for dying for your sins on the cross and glorify his name. So that's between, I really have no opinion on it. That's between Barbara Bush and God. When you're dead, all that, down here on earth, your life is temporarily for eternity. Eternity, that's your eternal life. So make the best of what you got down here on earth. At the same time, how do I say this? All these Gucci items and luxury items, and you can have a big house, you can have nice cars, you can have this and that, but we all go out the same way we came in. When we came into planet Earth, we were a naked baby. When we go out, we're not a baby, but we go out. We came in with nothing. Nothing. And when we go out with nothing. We leave everything behind. So what you do in between being a naked baby and being, your death, going out with nothing, what you do in between that time, that means nothing in eternal life. So I hope that Barbara Bush got right with God. I hope she accepted Jesus Christ. What her husband does, hey, he has to answer for it. We all have to answer for it, for what we do. I've done some bad things in my life. I got to answer for it. I have answered to God for it. I pray every day. Anyway, I'm still in Texas. I'm heading up to Denver, Colorado. So, yeah. Then I'm heading over to Salt Lake City from there. So I seen Black Bigot's video. That's the first video I've seen of Barbara Bush dying. I heard about it on the radio this morning as I was driving across Texas. Oh, God. I'm hungry. I have to go eat. I had an incident this morning that really got me praying to God. I was driving on the I-20 this morning, just outside of Fort Worth this morning. Just, around rush hour. I was going at a good speed, probably about, I don't know, 65, 70 on the I-20. The freeway was getting filled up, morning rush. Well, anyway, this just happened. I'm not gonna say it was around Fort Worth. I'm not gonna say exactly where, but anyway, I was in the right lane. I see way ahead of me. There's this truck on the side. He's got his triangles out. He didn't have his triangles where he's DOT regulation supposed to have them. He had them right on the freaking white line on the shoulder. That's not where he's supposed to have them. I think it's 25, 50, 100 feet back. And he didn't have them out correctly. That was number one. Well, there was a guy working on this trailer, a maintenance guy. I could see the maintenance truck and the flashers coming, and the flashers. I had plenty of warning, so I turned my turn signal. I'm starting to move over. As you know, it's morning rush. I'm having a little trouble getting over. So finally, I see the guy. He starts walking in my lane, like literally on the highway, walking in my fucking lane. And I can see his flashlight flashing at me. I'm trying to get over, so I start braking to hopefully, you know, slow down a little bit, so, you know, get over. But this guy, so as I get over, I noticed the fucking guy was walking up towards. He was walking in the middle of the freaking lane. This maintenance guy doing this. Mechanic, he was working on the truck. Walking towards the other lane. And as I passed him, man, he gave me the dirtiest look. I'm like, holy shit, dude, are you trying to get killed? I mean, that's just, I don't really share the things I deal with out here. I don't really tell about it on YouTube or on social media. I keep it quiet. The stuff that I deal with out here, I don't really talk about it on social media very much. I really kind of keep quiet about it. I have my reasons. Man, oh man, fucking idiot. But that's just part of the idiocy that I've been driving for 14 years. I've been driving truck for 14 years. I've basically seen it all. I just want to share that little thing. And I seen that sign up on the overhead this morning that says 875 deaths in Texas. Vehicle-related deaths, or you know those signs you see on the highway. It tells how many deaths in each state, whatever. Texas, 875, and I think to myself, my God, that guy almost became 876. It's stupid, man, stupid. You know, I hear these crashes about these tow truck drivers and maintenance guys on the side, and it makes you wonder what the hell happened. You know, now I know. But every case is different, but I'm just saying, you know. I just want to throw that out there. But anyway, Barbara Bush, rest in peace, dead at 92. The one thing about these old senior citizen couples that's been married for like 30, 40, 50 years, it's a trend. They can't take the heartache. When one of them goes, the other one goes. So, George Bush Sr., it happened with Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash, he passed away. I think his wife died first. I'm not sure if he died first or what. But Johnny Cash died, and then his wife died. Like, it was only a few months apart. So, and they were married for like, I don't know, 50 years or something like that. Maybe it was his wife died first, and then Johnny Cash. It was one or the other. One died first, and the other one went. But that's how it is. Some of these senior citizens, some of them die together. There's, been reports of some of these old senior citizen couples dying within hours of each other. Some of them at the same time. Carbon monoxide poisoning or whatever. But anyway, the question is, now that Barbara Bush is gone, I mean, you look at Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan died. It wasn't, a few months later, his wife died? It wasn't that long. Maybe it was a year. It wasn't that long. So, I'm going to give George Bush Sr., I'm going to give it 6 months, and he's going to be gone. So, I'm just predicting. So anyway, I didn't mean to make this video this long. Rest in peace, Barbara Bush. May God have mercy on her soul, whichever way she went.